Hello and welcome back to the One Obsession at a Time podcast with me, your host, Anastasia Lara. And today is an exciting day. I have created a companion guide to our month of alternate day fasting. So if you want to grab a copy, go to Amazon. It's available on Kindle and also in a paperback version. And it is called the 30-Day Alternate Day Fasting Challenge, and it's basically a read-along of everything that I am doing this month on the challenge, and we have sorted it into the rules, so why are we doing it, the science of ADF as well. I've included some of that in there, the structure that I am following that you may also wish to follow, and then a 30-day challenge, which does an up day and a down day. So if you want to do this with me, you are more than welcome. It is my latest obsession, and it can be your obsession too. Also, if you're not following me over on Instagram, now is a great time to do that. You can find me at One Obsession at a Time. And each month I am going to be deep diving into my latest obsession. And you should know that in the background, while I am doing ADF, I am integrating it into my life. And once I have integrated it, I have space to do some other things. So that is the most amazing thing. I want to talk a little bit today about the willpower to keep going, because being in week 3, as I said previously, my willpower is starting to wane a little bit, and I have to dig deep. So at the moment I am week 3. This is my second fast for the week. And I'm 17 hours in, and today I have been making sure I am doing everything right. I have had my salty water. I have had my coffees. I am keeping busy. I am doing all of the things. And I also wanted to talk about some of the benefits of alternate day fasting that I really love. And the first one is that it is not a diet. Would I like to lose some weight? Yes, I would. What's more important to me though? It's getting rid of the inflammation in my body. It's reversing some of the problems that I'm having, like I've got tingly hands. My husband, this is a non-scale victory, has said that my snoring is definitely improved. It's not as bad as it was, but I'm still making a little bit of gurgling sounds. Don't worry, I do have a scan set up for this next week. So I'm actually having my head scanned to make sure that all my breathing passages are open and that they're not collapsing, I suppose, or that they're not filled with nodules. I don't know. They might just find some old crusty snot up there. I'm not sure. But I'm having a scan next week. And I thought that was really important to do because maybe alternate day fasting isn't going to fix that. I still have to be proactive about making sure that I'm looking after my health. So I'm having that scan because I do have a bit of sleep apnea, and sleep apnea can actually reduce your lifespan by 12 years. That's what the research says. However, another wonderful bit of research says that losing weight is one of the things that can reverse sleep apnea. So that's why I'm trying alternate day fasting. So it's not a diet. It's not meant to be restrictive except for on a down day where you're not eating. It is all about being simple and simplifying things. So food is really simple. The decision making is really simple. You don't have to think, can I eat that? Do I eat that? Or when am I going to eat this? When am I going to eat that? You don't have to count calories or any of that sort of stuff. It simplifies your routines. So today I just know that I'm not eating, and that is absolutely fine. It also is a wonderful thing where I am trying to build some trust with myself. So every fast that I complete is building that trust. And I must admit, where I've had some wobbles recently, I've started thinking to myself, oh no, I'm going back to old habits. Here comes Anastasia again, and she's done it for 2 weeks and she's giving up. And I have been there before, and not this time. I really do want to build that trust with myself. I want to be someone who follows through, and I want to build the belief that my body and I are on the same team. I love my body, and I also treat it with love. And let's see how that goes. I have another little side quest happening at the moment where I'm trying to build trust with myself around my spending habits, because money just burns a hole in my pocket, and I will spend it on silly things, and then maybe a big bill will come through, and all of a sudden I'm in a panic because, oh no, I've spent that on books and clothes and household things that I really didn't need. So building trust with yourself. This month I'm doing it with alternate day fasting, and I have a little side quest up where I'm trying to build that trust with my money as well. Alternate day fasting, you're also creating space, and I really do like that. When you're not eating, cooking, cleaning up after cooking, waiting for your next meal, you create a lot of space in your day, and that space can be for whatever you want. It can be for creativity. It can be for rest. It can be for productivity. If you have some work that you need to get done, or some cleaning around the house that you need to get done, you can definitely do that. And the other space that it can give you is space for your future obsessions, and I'm already thinking about those. I have already teased that I think next month I'm going to do feng shui, because that is a lifelong obsession of mine. And it's also doing all of these things, creating simplicity, creating calm, creating space in your life. And I feel like if you're looking for that with alternate day fasting, then you might also be looking for that in your home as well. So yes, we are looking for space, actual physical space in your stomach, but also that emotional and mental spaciousness that comes when you're not thinking about food all of the time. And for me, snacking and just eating throughout the day is such a habit that I do want to break. So I've always tried to delay breakfast. A, because I've never really felt like it, but B, because I know once I start eating, those floodgates are open. I am pretty much grazing all day, and so I love alternate day fasting because it's stopping that habit. It really is breaking that habit, especially on my fast day, but even on my feast day. I notice I am just not mindlessly grazing as much as I used to. I am not just eating my way through the kitchen all day. So it's actually been really lovely. Yes, so today is about day 17 or 18 for me, I think. I am halfway in my 30-day challenge for this month. It's been tricky. It really has been. So today I am just leaning into the power of a clean fast. So I am making sure that everything I do is clean, and that's just water, mineral water, black coffee, plain tea, nothing flavoured. And I am just looking forward to having that clearer mind, a more stable fast. So I know I really need to solidify that today so that my future fasts are easier. I'd like to see a little bit more weight loss. Like I mentioned, I've had that non-scale victory of snoring less. I also had someone tell me that my face looked slimmer. Loved that one. And today, when I put my jeans on, they did feel a little bit looser. So I think in the coming week or so, I might do some measurements and I'll just see how that goes, because I did my measurements before I started, but I have not done them since, whereas I have been weighing myself, and yeah, that's hurt this week because there's not been a lot of movement. So I'm really leaning into those non-scale victories, especially my jeans feeling a bit looser. So if you're fasting along with me, well done. Keep going. You can do this. If you are struggling with exhaustion or stress or coming back to that need for comfort, replace that need for comfort. Don't do food. What else can you do? Can you have a nice herbal tea? Can you do some stretching? Can you do some journaling? Can you do some scrolling of social media and look at some success stories? Because I do love that for boosting my willpower. Have a think about some amazing ways that you can boost yourself and keep going. And if you do need a little bit of extra help, hop on over to Amazon. My book is available for Kindle and as a paperback. It's a companion guide. So it's not as big as a full book, but it's like a mini book. It's a substantial read, but it's an easy read. And it's going to guide you through 30 days of alternate day fasting. And it's got some tips and tricks in there as well, plus some troubleshooting. And yeah, I hope that you find that to be a useful guide on this journey. And also hop along to Instagram and say hi. I'd love to hear from you if you are listening along. Okay, until next time. Bye.